Hello, hi. My name is Jessica Villarreal, and you are here because we have a special guest. His name is Camilo Segura. And this channel, just to remind you, is about interview foreign architects. And in this occasion, I have Camilo Segura with me, and I'm so excited to share his story because they might inspire you to know that anything is possible. And I cannot wait to hear your story. Thank you, Camilo, for being here. Please introduce yourself, and let's get started with this interview.
Okay, my name is Camilo Segura. I'm from Colombia, graduated in Colombia, architect. Um, I'm 30 years old. I came in 2018 to this country, and it was a personal reason that I moved here from there. But well, when I came to this country, of course, you have a vision of things different from the way that I am right now, see the things. But I think it's very important always to pursuing your dreams and your goals, what you really want for your life. And I think I have done have done a lot, like many things that I have a lot of obstacles in my mind, many barriers. But in the end I did it, and well, I'm happy to be here, and thank you for being here with me and to give me the opportunity to share my story.
Thank you, thank you. And let me ask you. So, I was talking with Camilo off the cameras, and he was sharing with me about his process to come to US. So, as you say, I came to US, but why why architectura? And if architectura was always your path, or you try to hit another careers because it happens to many people.
On school, it was very like I was really lost. I didn't know what to really do with my life, and
I'm gonna pause here this part when Camilo say, I don't know how to do with my life. I was lost. Who relate with that statement? I do. And I don't think any of us do or never get that part done because we constantly learning something. We constantly connect with new people, new jobs, new adventures in life. So in the end of the day, really do not worry about it if you don't know where you're going to or what exactly you want to do. Just take a take take some time off and writing down the things would you like to proceed, would you like, what is the thing it make you feel full, like you done with your day and you're like, oh, this is what I like to do, even though some things we need to do things that we don't like it, and that's part of the life. But don't feel any pressure if you don't know what to do at this point. It's okay. Let's keep going.
and and in the end, it was like I knew that in all my school it was very like creative drawings. No much that math and numbers, but I knew that the creative part was more like one of my biggest things. And in the end, when I graduated from school, I was little like lost in what I really wanted to do with my life. I was between painting and even like astronomy, things like that. What's up, bro? Yeah, new. No, I'm here with someone that I would like to people to know. He's Austin Fox, the famous, the latest, and the greatest,
Who? Oh, wow. Hello.
another architect.
Behind the cameras. He's next.
So,
He's next in our
oh, that
channel.
he's your next in the interview. She's from Costa Rica and she does interview to people,
Foreign
architects.
architects. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys go.
Thank you for it.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Awesome. I love
Joking, he's not with it. No, it
it.
doesn't mind. Just take it. Thank you, Austin. So yeah, that was a little interview, a little. Austin is a person that right now he's mentoring me. You know, he's signing my hours. He's a great support, and he's a young architect, also amazing. He's doing great stuff. He's not in the foreign path, but he's in this. Well, he's from America, so he doesn't
Okay.
have this issue that we have right now. But he's a great support. So yeah, I'm so happy to like have the opportunity to be with him in his office.
What is his name again?
Austin Fox.
Austin. We can have Austin in the future to help us how he support foreign architects. That would be awesome.
Sure,
So
sure. Yeah. Like he will be a key part for an architects like me, like you, like
love
many
it.
architects.
I
So yeah,
love it. Yeah, I have mentors as well. So we didn't mention before, and I sent to Camilo some question that I normally do for everybody, but as you can uh, see, everything can happen, and we can have this conversation as long as we can. But the main thing is, so we Camilo is in the foreign architect path in the process, and that's why Austin is support him as a mentor. If you don't know and you have not started this process yet, you need a mentor to sign your hours, your experience exp hours, the how many hours you complete, that's required in order to have architectural license in US, and everything varies per city. So right now, I guess you are under Florida path, or okay. So it's a different regulations as well. But anyhow, so Camilo is a foreign architect in the process of foreign architect. We also talk in our interviews about the cost. It's unbelievable how much money we spend. And also, I always repeat it, don't be discouraged about what the numbers we put in here. It varies per person, and it depends on the phase you are hitting. So in my case, I have not finished so far $10,000 spending in this process in a year. How we do different ways. And also I have a video explain how I was able to pay different things. How much you have been spent on this career or this architectural license process?
I mean only in this process, right? In the
Yes,
foreign path.
yes.
Okay, in the foreign path, probably just basically just like to do the process between sending the transcript from my country, Colombia, to here,
Okay.
and also like the on card, of course, the membership that you have to upgrade every year, and probably around two grand, so
Okay.
far, no?
That's another thing, it varies. Cost. How much it would cost if I start the process to get licensed in US. It varies. Everybody is different. He say he's in the process, he have been paying let me see.
2 grand.
2,000. That's what he have been spent so far. My case, I have been spent probably around 3,000, 4,000 so far, and I need to get the test done. It's very important that you have priorities, understanding. If you understand the process, I think you can be better planning ahead a budget, and check it out those videos and check these people how they have been doing. So I guess that's the best advice I can tell you right now. In another videos, I explain how myself pay with credit card and keep that credit for some month that it doesn't apply or include any interest or anything like that. So I was able to pay month a month. That's the way I did. People do different ways. Let's keep going. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
far, I have been in this process like what, 2 years, so 1,000 a year, probably.
okay, got it.
Mm.
Do you graduate in Colombia? you have a title. You finished your school in Colombia.
Correct?
So you
Yep.
present what you present here, your graduate package, your classes to
I
ISA.
present like the transcripts from my school. Everything was approved, so they say that I don't have to study anything here right now.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like
That was ISA. ISA.
Isa.
Okay, let me clarify this. ISA is the institution review the classes and they are able to say you are okay to
Mhm.
start getting the test. Some cases, some people have rejections on that, like I will say the school, and they have to take extra classes. It could be math, it could be English classes, it could be anything they think you need to improve.
This English that I had here of is logical and practice management.
Okay.
Practice
Okay.
management, which is like of course is something that is very specific for this. But you are in another country with another laws, so it
Right.
will be great to like people that's coming from another country to specialize in that part. Well, not specialize, but also like see a little bit what is this about.
Mhm.
Because definitely you're gonna have your own company. That's mainly like what your company should be um like aware of, like how you practice your career,
Right.
right? So yeah, I mean basically is that. And and yeah, but I think it was not a hard process for me. The good thing in Colombia people, if there's people, Colombian people looking these videos, is that we have a code that is called sismo resistente, which is like against earthquakes. That's something that I don't know if other country, I don't know Costa Rica, but in Colombia we have
Yeah,
that manual, you know, that let's say like that open more doors for us because we have that specialty in our education,
oh, I did.
So yeah,
Okay. Yeah, in
so yeah,
Costa
it was
Rica
great.
is a seismic country, so of
Yeah,
course it need to get done. Okay,
yeah.
thank you
So
for
yeah,
sharing.
I think that helped me. I spoke with a colleague from Colombia. He told me that for he was the same, and it was because of this manual.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. That's good. All right. About your company. So Camilo is the CEO and project leader of Arch Creation Studios, LLC, in Fort Lauderdale, right? You're in Fort
Yes.
Lauderdale. Okay. So for me, it's very exciting to share that you are not needed a license or any type of title in order to create your own company. So Camilo, please explain us how Arch Creation Studio burn in your idea to put this out and be able to practice and handle your own. Talking about this topic, do you do you need license to be a owner, an architectural owner company? No, you don't. However, I want to clarify that is super important. You can work with others, but if you call yourself like CEO, that's fine. CEO of the company X, Y, and Z, or principal, you cannot call yourself an architect. You cannot sign um, plans if you have not licensed in US. I just want to clarify that. But let's hear his story, how he was able to work from others and now work from himself and being supported by another architect to sign his experience. Let's check.
So I was in the beginning working for other people, you know, like everybody. I was working in many stuff, construction. I was working in structural engineer. I was working in a millwork company, a stone company, and which I'm very grateful because even if it's not architecture, you learn a lot like whatever has to do with the field, with the construction, all the technical blueprints, measurements. Yeah, so I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to do that. And in some point, I said on my mind, okay, I I don't wanna be this forever. I wanna study architecture. I mean, I want to work in architecture, And I applied in many architecture companies actually, but I never had the chance to pass. You know, they never hired me. I was applying. No, I don't know. So I say, okay, if I cannot be part of a company, I will just do it by myself. Why not? What is the I have a very good mentality barrier breaker that I can decide if I want something and I can do it and what are the steps to do it, you know? So I read a lot, I research and I say, okay, the thing that I can do right now that I don't need a license, it would be doing visualization, 3D renderings, those kind of stuff, you know, that I was very good at that in Colombia as well. So I started to do that and in some point amazing. Like I start to have clients here, there. I open a Thumbtack account, which is a app on your phone that you find clients. I start to get clients there, even in Texas, in Portland, just asking for renderings. Many of them, my niche market is focused in homeowners who wants to renovate their spaces. So yeah, I start doing those things, but little by little, clients, the same clients, they start to ask me different things. Hey, can you help me with this? I need to sign and seal some plans, but you know, I need to do this renovation. Can you know someone to help me with that? I say in my mind in that moment, it was like, oh, I wish I was architect licensed and I could do this for them, you know. But it's okay if I cannot. What is the way to do it, even not being a licensed architect, you know? So in that way, I start to go to a lot of networking events, which I mentioned that in the Anchor webinar. I got associated with AIA, which is the American Institute of Architects, and also with NOMA, which is the National Organization of Minority Architects, and they became like a family to me. You know, they start to invite me to everything, all the parties, all the awards, design awards, and I start to went there and you know, I start to communicate with all of them. We became like a friends family thing, and in the end, it was they start to invite me to everything, and I think I start to know people there as well, and you know. So one day I say, okay, well, I gonna keep doing the visualization thing, 3D renderings, all those stuff because I love technology, as I mentioned. But I start to make collaboration with other architects, you know. So I start with Austin, for example, also with another architect in Miami, and I say, hey, I have this project, but I need someone to sign it for me. So can you help me? Sure, sure. And they only showing your work is the way that you prove to people that you're serious and you can do things, you know, like you are serious and you can people can trust you. Sometimes you have to give your job your work for free at the beginning, you know, but who cares, you know? I don't I In the beginning you are not because of the money, you are because of the learning experience and knowing people. That's the first thing, you know. So yeah, in the end I did it and little by little I start to know more architects and designers, interior designers start to call me to do their drafting plans because they don't use any software. So I start to do their interior design packages, learning as well that because you know we are not like experienced on that and materials and finishes. So I start to do it anyway. And yeah, and at the end I focus my company called Art Creation Studio, as you mentioned, which is a company that focuses in. My message is I help homeowners to reconnect with their own spaces through simple, strategically and planned interventions. Okay, so I don't do plans, I don't do renovations, I help people. Okay, so that's my niche. That's the people that I'm focused with, and
What do
is
you mean?
I think it's not selling a service. Tell me,
Interrupt
yeah,
you. When you say I help them, so you are not doing production
I do.
for you. So
Yeah.
can you explain more when you say you help? You help. What is the final product that you get it down?
Point because I trying to don't sell any service. What I trying to sell is a benefit. Okay, what is the client getting at the end through my service? Understand?
Mm.
When an architect sell plans, sell renovation, sell I don't know elevations, drawings, renders. That's something that all the architects are doing. So what is really your difference with the competition?
Right.
You know.
Right.
So I try to sell a benefit. Of course, In the back is production, is floor plans, is renderings. But in the end, the client doesn't matter. If he doesn't care or she doesn't care if you're doing a floor plan or render. They just care to have their final product in the end, and that allowed them to have a permit in the city for submission, to have a visualization to see how beautiful is gonna look their house, and also to have a product that they can use it to quote how much it's gonna cost them.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the final benefit that they're gonna get. We don't worry about selling product or service. We worry about make client happy. So that's my message and the way I see things. Okay, because if I say that I sell floor plans, sure, all the architects does it, no? That's their
Yeah,
goal.
yeah.
So what is
Even
really the
if you are not
difference that makes you
architect, you
different?
can put it
Hmm?
together. If you are not architect, even you can put it together if you are in the draft.
They don't care if you are an architect. The clients don't care if you're an architect or not. Like in my career, any homeowner have asked me, "Are you a licensed architect?" Nobody. They just care that I do the product and they have the benefit at the end with the product I'm doing. That's all.
Okay, and let me ask you this. If nobody cares, why you get an architecture license?
Because I want to stop depending on people. I want to think by my own, you know?
Yeah.
That's all. That's the whole reason. And also like a personal, professional goal.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. It feels
But I
good.
don't care. I mean, I don't matter. I still collaborate. I still collaborate with people and I love that. I love to collaborate with other professionals.
Yeah. I see. I see what you mean. Okay. Very interesting the part that you are mixing architecture and new emphasis with technology. Can you give us an example of a project you getting done that you love working that project? I bet you love all the projects, but it's one that remind you that I do this because this project. Can you explain us what is this about?
I feel that we are in a era, in a moment in our life that everything is evolving, technology is evolving, and when technology evolves, all the science, art, all the fields should be evolving as well. Architecture is no deception because architecture is a part of I mean, in this world, everybody needs architecture, you know. We live in spaces, we work in spaces. Actually, 80% of our day we are in interior spaces. So for me, I try to lead the technology in like the way that it can be a tool. I mean, it's a tool that leads us to generate a final benefit I wasn't mentioning. I have studied a lot AI lately, how we connect the AI with architecture. I'm using a lot of virtual reality to make my clients to visualize their projects and actually live it, walking through it. So it's amazing the way that I think we have to be in constantly studying and seeing what is the new modernity and new technologies that are allowing us to make our work easier and different from the competition. So yeah, definitely technology for me is one of the biggest thing. I always, like I say, I'm always studying, researching what is new, what else can I do in order to put it on my service and the way I can make things better for client. Yeah.
And let
The
me,
tiny home.
yes, that one.
The tiny
Becoming,
home is very special to me because it was for a contest that I participated around the world and I was top 50. I wish I
oh,
was top 10. I wish I won, but but still, I did good. And I mean, they very important to me. That project is not only a tiny home because yeah, tiny home is many. Like I say, always. What is the difference between the other ones? For me, separate of technology, for me is very important. Health, health. That's my message. That's what I always promise to people. If you get this house renovated, if you just get this new construction, all this is gonna improve in your life quality, your emotional perspective point of view, your mental health, your physical health. That's why I started to study. I have a master in neuroarchitecture. I don't know if you have heard about neuroarchitecture and neuroarchitecture, which is this part of architecture and it's part of neuroscience that tell us from the perspective of science how the space can help us in our perception and our health. emotional and physical perception. So I love this topic because I feel like I said we are 80% of our day in interior spaces. So how we can make our space more helpful for us, more healthy, more productive, you know, our workspace, how we sleep better, what are the proper colors for us to concentrate, you know, all this that is related to how the stimuli our environment generate us, how this can make our life better.
Right.
So neuroarchitecture for me is one of the another huge topics, and I try to involve it in my product, in my service, in my final product. And the tiny home, which is that's why I was talking about this, is a neuroscience stimuli tiny home, which is like you're gonna make the life of the user better because it has certain component of features that is gonna create this stimuli in the user. Um, so yeah, so this tiny home project, it was for a contest that they want to develop ideas for a tiny home, and that's something that I developed related to the neuroarchitecture that I mentioned and how this can be improving the life quality of the person that is going to live there, temporary or permanently. Yeah. So
Awesome.
it has a lot of natural lighting. You know, for example, the natural lighting, how important it is for us because we have a circadian rhythm in our body that regulates the day and the awake and sleep cycle. So how the natural lighting is so important for us because the production of cortisol,
Mhm.
how in the nighttime the artificial lighting can help us to improve our sleep quality, the production of melatonin with the blue color, for example, which is the light blue color is the most recommendable for people who wants to fall asleep or get more quiet and relaxed. That's why we have it in hospitals for patients to keep them quiet. So yeah, it's like everything has a reason, a logical reason that why we choose things in a different way in neuroarchitecture. So that's why I love this topic because it's very human, very human. And I think architects we should be very human. We shouldn't be worried about techniques stuff and codes. Of course, that's important because that's part of the process. But in the end, our focus should be the benefit of the human being.
Mhm.
You know.
I love it. I love it. And I can relate a lot because I'm a health coach as well. I got my certification as a health coach in 2017. And I love everything about health. And this remind me, and I ask this to every person I interview, how you deal with health versus work. A lot of people get consumed on work, especially owners of business. They are just working, and they forget about to have a lifestyle, a better lifestyle, health. And I saw you were writing about that you like to go to the gym, you like to do exercise, and you want to keep yourself healthy. How you have that balance so people can get some advice on that versus work, you know?
I'm not the most organized person in my routine. I am not like I have to do this in this hour and after that I do it at the way I'm feeling it. And for me, yes, health is very important as I mentioned, and how of course if we wanna offer healthy spaces for people, we need to be healthy first. And how I can, for example, have a peace of mind. For me, the peace of mind is depending on where I am, where I'm at, how is my surroundings related to me. It's no secret that if you have a messy, cluttered space, you will have a chaotic mind as well. You know, it has been shown many times in many experiments, science experiments, that they put some people in some different spaces and they react different way. So for me, that's the first thing. I need to be organized the way how I gonna start my day. So I put everything in a notebook every time I start my day. What are the priority projects that I'm gonna start today, for tomorrow, for this week, and start to make it. It doesn't matter what distracting me. I have to make it. That's my priority. Like how I organize my day, how I make my duties done. Complete it. The gym, yes, of course, I don't do it all the time, but it's something that helped me definitely to release stress. Contact with nature, that's super important. I think every day, I and you think too, like Jessica, like how many times in the week you have contact with nature? Huh? Have you thought about it? So that's very important for our productivity.
Mhm.
It's not that we have to be very constant, but remember that where we come from.
Right.
So the contact with
And also,
nature,
not
indispensable.
everybody
Yeah.
have access.
Excuse me.
Well, not everybody have access to.
Well, I mean, but
Let's talk about New York for a second. The middle of the Manhattan. Tell me where you
but
go.
in New York, you have an area that is more than 100 square feet, like 1,000 square feet. Sorry, thousand square feet, which is Central Park. So I don't know if I will be living in Manhattan with all this stress and chaos. I will take at least 30 minutes to walk in that area. I think I will be fine.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy to move there because a lot of traffic too, but I still will take in consideration at least twice in the week to do it. But I think we have always here. I mean, the good thing of this country is that you have beautiful public spaces. Like they're green, people took care of them, take care of them. Also the culture and mentality, how you like keep these spaces clean as possible, and also like how that they help you. Like I have my house, and around it is a big lake. It's not the most beautiful park, but they have a lake, and just with sitting there and look at it, for me, that's a release for the day. That helped me a lot, a lot, a lot. So yeah, the
Okay.
contact with nature for me is very important. Also, like if we have an office, it's very good to have windows and to have natural lighting, as I was saying before. I'm the witness of that experience because I used to be in a place that I was in an office that was horrible, like lack of natural lighting, even artificial lighting was horrible, and I was very like unproductive,
Me too.
you know.
Me
So yeah,
too.
that's very important to people taking consideration how is your contact with nature normally every day, week, every week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I hear your points. Very, very good to hear that from you. I do believe like the main message here is like if you are working so many hours, just stand up, do something different, going somewhere different. Like even though you don't have access to nature or a tree next to you, just walking away, think about something else and come back. I think that that's a good advice. All right, Camila, we are about to close this conversation up. I'm very happy that you joined us today. Just to wrap up, let us know what is your recommendation, any advice that you have for foreign architects that they are in the path, they have nice start, or they are in the process and very disappointed with the process. I include myself. I want to quit so many times because I'm like, this is too much, this is not, and just excuses. So tell us what you think it could be a good advice for them to keep going and do not quit.
I would say you start something, you have to finish it. I'm not happy also with the process because I know it's annoying. It's a lot of protocol and bureaucratic stuff, like you have to do this in order to do that. Yes, I understand how it is, but the good thing and I'm happy with and that motivates me is because I'm learning a lot, and I'm making a difference, like I say again, with other people that maybe they quit the path. Okay, that's the problem, the issue, if there's the decision, okay, great. But for me, if I start something, I have to finish it. And for me, the learning process is very important because that's something that is going to make us different from other people. So in the end, I don't care if it's how many hours I have to put in the AXP. It's more about really the learning steps that I'm taking and how I'm taking it and how this is going to help me for my professional life. You know, in the end, we are young. I'm sure you're young as well. So I don't think it's like a rush for anything, but of course we have to have this done. It's just to keep pushing, pursue your dreams, and just whatever you start, finish it. Yeah.
Whatever you
If you
start.
can, if you want to take a break for 3 years, take it, but don't quit.
Okay, just keep going. Okay,
Keep
that's
going, keep going.
all right. Camila, I'm going to share your information if you allow me to, and
Sure.
description below. People can relate with your story. If it's okay, I can share with them your email or your social media, and they can follow you. And why not? Maybe they are needing your service. So
Sure,
that's
definitely.
I share with others. So
Yes, yes.
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much
Okay, and
here, and we will see you in the next one.
perfect. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for having me here. And no, like, I hope that I keep in touch with you, okay? And people in Instagram, thank you for being here too.
Hey, hi! Can you do me a favor? If you like this video, please give it a like or subscribe and share with others. This is about foreign architects, and we tell you our stories, how we came to US and get our certification as architects who get licensed in US. Please subscribe and share.